All right. No MOC. No APO shot. Right. Okay. No APO shot. Oh, the Fate Grand Order stuff's next week. And you know what else? It's, I have it all in English. I changed the voice lines just for the story. I know. Crazy.
My childhood musings, huh? So naive.
Because what I want to do is when we go to Amphoreus. Before we go to Amphoreus, so we're going to do this. Yo, mama. Yo, mama. How's it going, boy? How are you doing? Oh, that's right. I was going to watch. Maybe I'll do that next week. Read you Kong's voice. I'm not Yangqing. Sure. I have it in English, so I had it in JP for so long because there were a lot of empty voice lines. But they've started to fix the empty voice. Although Yukong should be fine because she was in the game before the strike. The non-existent strike. Oh, I haven't even heard these. Oh, Fei Zhao feud. Hold up. Okay, let's listen to the one about Yang Qing.
Yanqing, your swordsmanship needs no guidance from me. But I encourage you to learn from your friends.
She. Oh, ah. Different one? Different one. Yangqing when they're not on the same team? Huh. Oh, I see. Sorry, I was fixing... Oh, this one's not voice. A sword will vibrate and beg to unsheath too long. Once unsheathed, will either paint the battlefield in blood or break itself in the process. This is a newer voice line, I guess. Because that's not voice.
We must both move on now.
Oof.
You're much calmer than you once were.
Oof.
This brings back a lot of old memories. In my heart, she has always been that child who yearned for the many
Oh yeah, I
worlds
forgot about...
across the vast universe. She has always been Tingyun.
Oof. When you realize...
Fei Xiao won't show any weakness to anyone. The fact that she sometimes chats with me about her feelings already counts as relaxing for her.
What? Why do I have... Oh, for I have touched the sky.
You should not mention this name. It has been a forbidden word for a long time.
Jingli Yu. Forbidden. Very suspicious because it's meaning nothing to do with Yangqing if he's not Shu Hu. Yeah.
A
The fact...
sword will vibrate and beg to be unsheathed if it is unused for too long. But once unsheathed, it will either paint the battlefield in blood or break itself in the process.
Listen to her tone, too. First this.
Yanqing, your swordsmanship needs no guidance from me. But I encourage you to learn from your friends.
Huh. That's really interesting. I don't even know... Huh. Her tone's different here, too, but it's, like, still really stern. Gotta fix something. Interesting. forgot to fix details on the stream. There we go.
The Xianzhou need brawny warriors with their swords and spears, as well as unpredictable waters like her who travels freely and unrestrained.
Like how Yang doesn't even try to hide the fact that Yang Qing is sus. Yeah. Even when she's talking about Fei Zhao, her tone is completely different. It's her tone
Be
with,
careful, Su Shang. The battlefield tolerates no mistakes.
oh, even Xu Shang, who is very reckless. Fei Zhao and Xu Shang are very reckless. And we know Yukong is the opposite of reckless, but very responsible.
She is indeed reckless.
Oh, see?
She is also passionate and eager. Don't underestimate her. Youth can accomplish a lot simply by relying on such energy.
Verse this voice line about Yang Qing.
A sword will vibrate and beg to be unsheathed if it is unused for too long. But once unsheathed, it will either paint the battlefield in blood or break itself in the process.
And then,
You should not mention this name. It has been a forbidden word for a long time.
and
Are you
then,
capable of handling this situation, Ting Yun?
no, not
Yan
that.
Qing, your swordsmanship needs no guidance from me. But I encourage you to learn from your friends.
Her tone is very stern here. First Xu Shang, it's like, oh, and Fei Zhao, and Ting Yun, even with Ting Yun. And when she learns about the fate of Ting Yun, because her name's always been Ting Yun, although her real name's Huye, right? Her tone changes. And then talking about Jing Liu, her tone is also very stern. So it's, yeah. Isn't that interesting? And Yukong is fairly old. Not as old as, like, Jing Liu. I don't know about Jing Yuan. But she's definitely one of the older characters we run into in the Wafu. She's near her end of her lifespan. I actually read something about the lions that somebody had a theory about, and I actually liked this theory with the whole destruction thing. Also, can I just make a comment? This man has a wish. What are these called? Those are warps, but that looks like a wish from Genshin inside the sun. I could be wrong. I don't know what the wallpaper art actually looks like. Ultimate sustenance for real. How's it going, Mandra? How are you doing? I see how V8 reacts when she does a bunch of normal voices, then does you. Yeah, the fact that that was clearly an intentional direction from the voice director to say, okay, when you talk about Yang Qing, use this tone.
Was my childhood dream, huh?
Because it really comes down to the voice director. On like the tone of each voice line. Oh, I haven't even finished. Here, let's level an artifact on her. Okay, I just talked to Guac now. Nice. Has your weekend been alright, Mandra? No, I'm helping my partner doing his stuff. Nice. There's something I want to find. Hold on. Let's see. I haven't heard her voice lines. This VA is insane. In a good way. Oh, let's see
Hey,
this.
deliverer boy. Show me what you can do.
What about a
I'm
Glaya?
laying it out right now. I'll do everything I should, but you can stop telling me what to do.
Baby.
Big Sis Treeby! The wind's picking up. Shall we take flight?
Weekend? Yeah, I mean tomorrow's my last exam. I finally got this semester break. Oh, okay, nice. Well, hopefully your exam tomorrow goes well. I hope that all goes okay. Then you don't have to worry about it after that. Technically, exam tomorrow will be finished very late, which is 9 p.m. for you. Oh. Oh yeah, I think Yeah, do that. Time conversion. Think you're right? Yeah. Oh no, it'd be... It could be very quick and efficient because I have a 940, which is 740 for you. Yeah, I wouldn't rush it. I would just take your time on your exam. 2 hours behind me? I don't know. Here, let me see. I'll do the conversion. Oh, it's... 1:44? Okay, yeah, you're right. So 9 p.m. my time. Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Okay, you're right. Sorry, I was confused. Had the wrong time conversion. It's English exam? Okay. Well, then hopefully that should be not terrible. 1:45 where I am. Oof. Why would rip your tail one move? Asia time zone. But technically there's different time zones in Asia, which is, I don't know. But then again, yeah, I don't know why I was confused. Time zone isn't time zoning. I have a friend that lives in, well, not lives, but she's from Taiwan, but she goes back frequently, so I get confused. I'm like, Asia, which isn't just Taiwan. Abundant Changqing Moyoho is your tiny $50 million budget. Ah, yes, very tiny budget. Let's check this. Is part of Asia? No. Yeah, but it's... I think it's like 16 hours ahead of me. $15 hours. That's why I always get confused. 3 hours different and 12-hour opposite. What? What the? This voice is so weird in English.
Pour me a cup, will you?
Holy. I thought that was the JPVA. Nah, that's just the voice of the tides. What the hell? It's the... Oh. This is my first time playing in English with the Amphoreus stuff. I am fish in water, big fish, large, huge, so much ambrosia, tasty ambrosia. Drink by the fish, don't drink it by mine, it's all mine. This must be Fagosa or something. The abundance function to review the Madrasil and then make destruction Hawaho and use her full power tail, then we get abundance trailblazer. Much easier for me to memorize time zone by doing that. The 12 hours opposite, but X hours different. Yeah, it's a good way to think about it. 12 hours
So
is just
was my childhood
AM to
dream,
PM. Easy money, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Good stuff ahead. I'll do my best to act like an adult so you don't have to worry about me, little Hyacinth. So, Princess Homebody. Can I have a look at your big scythe?
I love that voice line.
Up next! Truth may be valuable, but all's fair in war. If
Knowledge.
everyone believes it, a lie becomes reality. Easy, right? People believe what they want to anyway. Honestly, if the world turns into what everyone dreams of, is that really so bad?
Damn. Celestial's canonical name is now Mark. Yes, now I've become what's that movie called? Oh hi Mark. Was it The Room? Yeah, The Room, which is a terrible movie. Because before that, I did that before and it confused the F out of me. Ah. Mark Markinson. Man. That name is so far off from my real name, but you'll never know my real name.
What did they call him? A Dromus draped in finery. And he
I
took
swear
it
I
just
did not
like that.
hit him. I swear. I swear I didn't hit him. Oh, hi, Mark.
Own credentials. Anaxa
Nice
is
puppy.
undoubtedly an impressive individual.
Or what was that? There's something about puppy, which apparently the puppy that he like pets was like not even part of the script. It was just like in the shop that they were filming in, and then he just decided to throw that voice line in. Mark's real name is clearly Bob Boberson. Exactly.
Those actors on the grand stage of history aren't adored just for their
Much more
dazzling
funny
brilliance.
to have stuff in it. Let me
What the
snatch
audience
it.
truly anticipates is the moment of their fall.
Dang. The one about Aglaia isn't even directly about Aglaia. Come on, Aglaia is like her motherly figure. Because she's an orphan.
Those old girls love me. Whenever I tried to slip away on a secret adventure, I'd discover my backpack already crammed with all sorts of food they snuck in there. It made leaping over the wall way harder.
Damn. And we never even get to learn about Triby or the Trion, the Tribios' interaction with Cypher, because they all die by the time Cypher's plot happens, or at least 2 of the 3 die. Damn. Hold up, let me hear some Aglaia's voice lines. I love her design. It's the most like Greek design. And she literally looks like she would be a Greek goddess, which was probably their goal given her role. Oh, that's not 10. Oh shoot, I gotta make that 10. TBIX Queen, they filled her in her abilities. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll read that.
Let's work together like we did before, shall we, Cyphera?
Morgan Laurie.
Don the battle raiment of Dawn, Deliverer, and sound the trumpet of advance.
Damn.
I have lost much on the flame chase journey, and I have not a single complaint. And yet, with Cyphera, her eyes, blue as the clearest lakes, could not mask her disappointment on the day we bid each other goodbye. There must be a reason, one she could not tell me.
TBIX Queen. Here, let's listen to the voice line. I haven't heard of Aglaia's voice line. Oh, Phainon.
Accepting others' wishes and turning them into his own wishes. Not all heroes are such blank canvases as him. And that is why the world
Civilian
places such
queen.
great hopes on him.
Oh yeah, her ability stop, kneel, shield, lock, on, meteorite, rush. Create an area and set rules within it, and everyone must follow, even allowing her to alter physics to some degree. The power originates from the queen being a charismatic speaker, giving the public perception that she can change the world. Huh. That's what I thought, because what's her face sort of mentions that and tries to find a loophole, which ends up working against her. What was her name? The girl with the axe? Lolia? Loli is literally the ultimate counter to fear and trust because of our yeah, because it's made of alien materials.
Many people born in this era view faith as the only thing in their lives, and the prophecies of the three are able to soothe this anxious and restless world like a gentle rain.
Oh, a gentle rain. I'm gonna make a team lineup for this story, which I think I have. Let me name it story. But we're gonna use Phainon. I'll get rid of Dong Hung for Tribby, because it's Tribby's story.
Don't worry about Big Sister Treby, Syphie. We will definitely catch up to you.
Oh. Yeah, the JP Tribby voice is so good. And this is still good, but the Tribby voice, it has such of a like childlike enunciation. This just sounds like a higher pitch voice, but it's still good. It's just somehow the JP just encapsulates that playful like
Lady Treby, it's fine
youth,
if you
I
just
guess. I don't
direct
know.
us
I
from a
don't know how to
distance.
describe it. It's just the enunciation. Which is like when a kid can't really pronounce things properly, so they have like a weird like enunciation with everything. That's kind of what the JP sounded like. Versus this, he sounds very
Yeah.
can't find it elsewhere. Ah, okay. Yo, we talk about TBHX. Yep, how's it going for you, bro? I love that show right now. Same. One of my favorites right now. Queen Queen used the giant spear. Attack through. Let's hear Phainon's voice.
Miss Cypher, if you've got a scheme in mind, a little early notice wouldn't hurt.
That's not the voice I was expecting from Phainon.
Everything is ready. It's time to march out. The battlefield is like a classroom. I look forward to your valuable insight. Lady Treby, it's fine if you just direct us from a distance.
This guy's got no shade, yet he's incredibly sus.
Snowy, don't push yourself too hard if you're feeling tired.
Okay, she does have that enunciation. Okay, it just wasn't that initial voice line.
Don't worry about Big Sister Treby, Syphie.
Still waiting on the
We will
Johnnies.
definitely
I know, right? I'm
catch
so
up to you.
curious. That one guy, what's his name? He shows up in the latest episode too. I think he's in both of Loli's episodes. Not like directly, but he's one of the like CEOs that as heroes. But he's wearing the more colorful clothing, like the pajama. It almost looks like pajamas in the shorts in the newest episode. I'm trying to remember, what was his name? I swear he's based off of an actual person. So they get to see Lily join FOMO. Oh yeah, FOMO. Dak. Yeah. I think FOMO is supposed to be like, a particular... Oops, wrong character. Yeah, you're thinking of the hero that works for him. But close.
We're running out of time, Aggie. Let's hurry. Syphie has always said that she hates rules and restraints, but we've always known that she's a good kid. She'd cry for us, and she would help people without a second thought. She may never admit it.
Ghostblade works for Mighty
weight of the
Boy, same as
flame-chased
Dragon Boy.
journey
Oh,
never
okay.
left her mind. Snowy. It always feels like he's carrying too much. Not just his own wishes, but also the hatred and expectations of others. Though we all have
Hatred?
our own missions, I still get
My favorite character is
worried.
Queen Ling Ling.
Bearing everything alone is not a
Nice.
good habit.
Yeah, Queen's definitely one of my favorites too. such a cool character. But even outside of like her hero mode, interesting. I so sad. Oh, we only got like 2 episodes with Queen, right? Instead of 3. Or am I remembering wrong? Alright, I'm gonna do the story. Oh wait, no, we're not doing the story. I gotta do the... Got 2, yeah. Sadly. I gotta show something. I could have sworn my Nexa was rated at 113, but now, for some reason, he's at 101. He's lower than... I don't know why. Yeah, it says 101 now. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm thinking of... Wait a second. Why is Phainon lower now, too? Hold up. Did they change the... Oh, it's because it's on custom. Wait a minute. Now I'm confused. The Rapus hasn't changed.
No matter how long I must wait.
But Anexa... I don't know what happened. It says double S, but... I'm confused by this. Oh, Loli was supposed to only have 2, but her story feels so incomplete. Only 2 stories? Oh my god, yeah, she feels incredibly incomplete. And she's also lucky her friend didn't die. The queen had no friends before the heroes. The top 10. What's her face? Lucky Sai and her friend ended up using fear and being not great friend. Isol, well, he kind of pushed that his friend out of his life, and his other friend was assassinated unintentionally. And the first character, their friend died too. I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't got off easy by having only 2 episodes. There's how stake is each arc gives us a hint. I found a new one, so let me send you in your DM. Okay. Maybe Ghostblade? Oh, okay. Each arc is going to be the next arc, but Lily did show up in Quake's arc. Lucky Science friend became a friend again, though. Oh, that's a good point. You're right. That's true. I don't know why his rating is this. And then Fei Zhao's rating dropped too. I'm so confused by this. Did their algorithm change for these characters? I have an S rating on everything, and it's still... I'm so confused by this. That score. What about Sparkle? B. 238 crit damage. It's considered B. With 238 crit damage. Oh, it's because of this piece. That piece sucks. Probably the speed. These side characters stay catching some of the wildest strays. On your DM? Oh, okay. Let me check. Oh, okay. I'll look at that later. Castris is now my highest rated character because somehow these two got D-ranked. I don't understand what happened. This piece is almost perfect too. 48 out of 50. Try not to laugh on the 8-second clip. When getting shot by Isol, my grandpa turned out actually... Wait, because grandpa turned out to be actually eyes and pulling on the streets. Yeah, that was like, oh... That kind of hurt. Girls get lucky while the boys get manipulated or have their friends killed. It truly rules. That's why I was really concerned about Lily. Alright, let me watch this clip without audio. Let's have my voice audio because I want to get copyrighted. Oh! The Capri Sun mantra. That's time perfectly. Oh, that's a great edit. Also, the fact that it doesn't matter if Diesel or Diesel, they fuse anyways, we turn into a tool for mighty glory. Yeah, exactly. How's it going, Fuzzy? How are you doing?
Future will come. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. In this mortal
Cyanarch, you fry me because the head of orphans like she killed your parents. God, yeah, that whole thing doing all right. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the orphanage being a cult was so. Yeah.
The flames are not strong. Empty shell. They have right.
Oh, I didn't have enough stacks.
I'll never yield to fate. Quench the flame's blood.
Damn, this guy's voiced in English and in his Koslana form. And then the territory is called Ruinous Iron Tomb, which is definitely not foreshadowing. Oyo would never do that. Not like Amphoreus has been foreshadowing the whole time. You know, it's real funny. Rock's Japanese vase also voiced Aizen. Oh, that's interesting. Amphoreus is literally Aizen with that writing. Actually kind of funny. Apparently Hero X doesn't like Rock. I wonder why. Alright. Time to do story. Oh, you gotta listen to as it's written. I haven't heard this in English. Let's listen to, let's see, whose story have we unlocked? Snore. Ah. Not the OG Alicia voice. Goliath. Let's listen to Goliath, because I know I haven't done this. Her story is so interesting. Oh, is this not voiced? It's voiced in JP. Oh, this isn't voiced yet. Okay, that is voiced. Okay. Still waiting for the real villain.
Now I see why the whole
Zero,
city is
yeah.
free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Okima visitor ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It's the family priest who worships him into go back with the weaver. Her impeccable gift isn't meant to serve. I couldn't finish reading that.
All flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The weaver shakes her head. Why is X really rolled up and just folded Queen hand on the Bible like he's cheating? Huh. I gotta turn off auto mode for this. He seems to have forgotten something. It's the flawed hero who walks ahead the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world and strides towards everlasting daylight. They, nevertheless, people whom the weaver is willing to sue and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty sharp as a blade in pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
Melik, poet, speaks out.
I want to stir her emotions.
The voice of a blushing
Do
boy.
I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the abyss.
Ayo, that meow. The abyss? Isn't that the same term they used in Penacony? Huh. X didn't give her a chance, which actually shows how strong she is since X sees her as an actual threat that he took down immediately. Yeah, she didn't have a chance to set the rules of the battlefield, which I wonder how X would go about that. I mean, he would obviously still win, but it definitely... I mean, he couldn't win instantly. And Queen was catching Bell to that ass in episode 2. Yeah. The seated child speaks up next to him, barefoot girl staying silent with her head kept low. Fortunately, Gold threads or willful things, they never sway by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look on the surface of the child's counter, and the specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of the costly counter.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
Oh. The Trivios. Messengers of Yanis, they will bring him the shoes that he hopes for. Oh, there's 4 stories or 5 stories per character, or sagas, I should say. Oh. Oh. Cool. Go out the trivia. Laughter and lamenting. Especially because we're doing their story right now. There's once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in the distant city, far away. The child leaned towards the soldier and said a nary word as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other 2 children, they were in the city beside a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not only do the 3 children share each other's senses, their souls are interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other 2 burst into tears as well. Aww. Oh, that's so sad, actually. At this point, they should just make Tartarus an actual character. I know she'd win, but he's getting whooped for a min. Yeah, with, man, I'm forgetting her name. The girl with the axe that was angry at Queen. Tried to bypass Queen's, special power, which is setting rules of the battlefield, which actually just ended up working against her, but man. The whole website, I like the whole website voting. Says there's a whole, Boa, yeah, that's her name. There's a whole website for voting. Wait a minute. I think I've heard about this, but I've never investigated this. The Tartarus and the Big franchise not being a crown character.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears of reminiscence. Our greatest
talent is performing Amphoreus' nursery rhymes.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over, and that any literate child could recite them by heart.
Rude.
Oh.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
Oh. And you could vote for most popular character, and this affects season 2 appearance or power level. I remember exactly. Oh. Okay. I know who I'm gonna vote for. That's actually really cool because that really fits the anime with trust. Oh, that's actually really cool. Yeah, I feel like I saw a short about that, but I didn't watch the short. I just saw like the title of it. I'm like, huh? Didn't investigate further. A vote for Cheeseman? Exactly. Cheeseman is gonna be #1. It's gonna become X. Can't beat Cheeseman. It's going unknown factor. How did the polls go? I got decently lucky with Phainon. I didn't lose 50-50, and then his E1 I got pretty early. But gonna kick alien axe a Cheeseman. Remember the last time I looked, but MF Lin is winning? Oh, Lin's winning. Okay.
Not Trinan. That's Trian.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by Fate. I didn't plan on getting Eidolons, but then I was just from the like 7-day, I was just doing some polls from that, and I was just like, oh, there's another Fate. E2 looks busted, but I don't know. I don't want to spend money when the lab is starting next week in 5 days and 9 hours.
Stop nagging.
Got him and his cone, so I'm set for now. Nice. That's awesome. How did the polls go for you, unknown factor? I forgot to check NX's voice lines about Phainon and Cypher. I wanna check that. I've been looking at the characters' voice lines because I haven't heard them in English. Because it's kind of interesting. Every child in the world loves to play, and Trivius is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Trivius tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
Got Sunday and Tribi want to get fam, but I'm switching to E1 Tribi. Yeah, honestly, E1 and E2 Tribi are ridiculously strong, and since Tribi is a support character, probably gonna be more useful than Phainon. But Phane's damage is something. I haven't been able to use him in DU though on the higher difficulties because the last one I did, I couldn't get anything destruction. The game kept on giving me harmony stuff. I didn't even have the seal for harmony, so I just switched to Rappa. It's just like, what's the point? Clearly, the game didn't want me to try Phainon in DU. Gotta get a chunky unicorn, so my fans guaranteed I failed on the code. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. At least you're able to get Phainon. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Let's go back. I mean to skip through that. Okay. Echoes in the Gay Infinity occasionally jolt her awake, and the distant travels are identical sisters, sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. The new journey only begins when the previous one comes to an end. Despite time marching towards endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They all remain one of another, their senses intertwine, their souls in communion. I'm so far behind in this story. I'm like only on the Tribios story. So I'm reading that saga right now. Ooh, an Eidolon. I need to do some story. There. Luck. And oh, that's good at least. But at least it wasn't like you had to do another 80 pulls for the light cone. At least it was right after. Apparently Tartarus can fight outer gods from Lovecraft. What the heck? Doesn't surprise me. I realize I don't really enjoy Phainon. Oh. Had a bit of debate with a friend over Phainon. At one point his take was Phainon was shit. The problem with Phainon is that his most optimal build means you can't use a sustain. So if you're like farming for materials, like your dailies, you have to use a less optimal build because otherwise your characters will die eventually because they need healing. Or at least a shield if you're using adventuring. The bait was probably the most convenient thing ever. That man is a unit. He's definitely a unit. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He's ridiculously strong. It's just... yeah, ironically, this is his most optimal team. Oh, sorry, I remove Hawaho, I throw in Trivi. But I have Huawei here for farming purposes. I want to try... what I want to try is DU7 with Phainon, Maide, Clara, and I'm gonna have Clara right next to Maide. And then I think Hyacine? Or maybe, yeah, probably Hyacine. I have E1 Hyacine, so she boosts the team's HP by 50%, I think. This is also another pull I wasn't expecting. He's shit, because he's the worst. 3.0 DPS, his damage dealing is shit. Artist lore gets more and more ridiculous. Actually, to run him Sunday, Sparkle, Fire Healer Lady, forgot her name. Oh, Linksha. Okay, yeah, that works. I should use him with Sparkle, because I have her E6. Maybe that's what we'll do. Plus Sparkle. But Baronia is kind of hard to beat with her turn. Oh, we're going to use the story team though. Ironically, Phainon's calculations based off of what Phainon has are actually the highest damage in the game, and not by like a little bit. by think of it this way. Rappa and the Herda were the top DPSs at E6 for 3 characters. Their damage are around like 6 to 8 million across 3 targets. I guess the Herda goes up to 9 million with 5 targets. Phaidon's high ceiling, if we're talking about like max possible average damage, well, I'm talking about E6. It goes up to oh no, never mind. They fixed their calculations. Okay. By himself, solo, 8.8 million damage with 5 targets, 7 million with 3 targets. So he's up there with the top team. I like Phainon for those calculations because they talk about how they got those calculations. They use the 50% of desirable substats. They use a comparison between the either a 4-star light cone or a Herda shop 5-star light cone. And then they mention the stats they use and what the main stats for that calculation. So you can, not that you can compare between characters, but you can kind of compare damage ceilings or like average stats. And that's usually solo. Now they start doing team buff too. Team buff is scary. The other one's jumped to saying the most dumbest sentence ever. Ooh. Zero cycled this endgame is exactly scale for him, but that, like, he's buns. What the heck? Yeah, he's just plays different than most characters. I think some people just struggle with it. I don't know. All C6. I'll use C0 because I'm cheap. But yeah, I was just making a point, like, the maximum damage ceiling for average stats. That's, see, most of the E0s are, actually, even his E0 is kind of scary. 1.5 million for 1 target, 2.2 million for 5 target. Let's see the Herda for comparison. And she was the top DPS before. 700,000 for 1 target. 3 million for 5 targets, but the Herda's her addition, so she benefits from more enemies, just like Rappa. And for C0, he's still scary. Yeah. Especially with the amount of HP that he gets. Okay, we're doing this mission because I'm so behind on the story. I will go to DU later to try the destruction team. One told I'm stupid because I don't know he runs triple support. I'm like, hey, you could read the sentence. He runs triple support. He's foreshadowing everything for the next one. So you think he was still 2 cycle? Nah, man, he still buns worse than next one. His first speed says 60. Yeah, and because he's destruction, you need him to get hit. Especially in his Koslana form, where those stacks about 20% damage per stack with his enhancement. So it's kind of, yeah, he's kind of, depends on the content you're doing and how you're playing Phainon. But yeah, totally just depends.
It's still early. Where to now?
What the heck? My gears 2.4 attack, 148 crit damage, still eating. Oh wait, why did I have this team out? I thought I changed this. Use Trivy.
If we get into a tight spot, we'll need Cindy's help.
Use Phainon, even though I'm worried he's gonna delete everything.
Lady Tribby, it's fine if you just direct us from a distance.
Oh yeah, next to the voice lines. Saying he still buns according to takes. Fighting the urge to try for Tribby. He's so powerful as a support. But there's also the collab characters coming. Yeah, this... Oh, I haven't maxed these out either. I need to max this out. Because holy cow. That's the lowest priority. This needs to be maxed because that's res pen. That's a lot of res pen. Hold on, let me allow that message. I don't know why. Auto mod. That's the issue I've asked and should be helped so much by her. True. Then like I'm cooked. And Rob Mr. Poke because he's like my info guy. Then I got sort of like, nah, he's trash, bro. See, when people start attacking people like that, that's when you know their argument's just not great. When they have to resort to attacking people. Plus, if they're calling you stupid, they're also attacking you. And it's just like, that's when they know their argument isn't working. So then they have to resort to attacking people. It's just not. Oof. Don't have much desire to say we're just doing base DPS. That's fair. Like, would you recommend? They're like, chat GPT. No, I'm just kidding. Hope they did say that. Well, I gotta listen to Nexus voice lines. I was looking at voice lines earlier. Yeah, that's true. If you don't want another Windy, then yeah, there's no point getting Saber. She is a collab character, so she won't be around forever. Probably the best unit in the game right now. I said Braxophone. I go to this guy and quote from Brax. Ref, help me. Nah, he's definitely not. Rappa, the Herda, and Phainon, they're all the best units in the game, but for different reasons. Like Rappa, you have to have a break team. And arguably you could say Firefly is one of the best too. But again, she has break. The Herda, you need the interpolation stacks, which means you need to have multiple enemies for it to really shine. Whereas Phainon can shine against like one unit or a whole team because he's destruction, he takes damage, but then you have to use the team that is 3 supports for most optimal, but so it's like they're strong for different reasons. Then in Castress, I guess I keep on forgetting about Castress. I think she's up there too with damage. But then you're limited by oh no, she's actually not up there. She still does much less damage than the Herda and Phainon. I don't know. I'll be curious what Cyrene will do. She's probably like an emanator of remembrance or something.
Go forth in confidence. I don't have anything more to teach you. The classroom is not the battlefield. Lies and truth both have their weight here.
Although Castress, even if she isn't like top DPS, I'd say she's still, in terms of gameplay, like one of the top. Just because you can territory effect with her. I think Siren will be a unit. They already released an MMD model for her, which is usually an indicator they'll be playable. Like Phainon, at the beginning of Amphoreus, they released a MMD model for him. Not his Koslana form, but in a couple of versions. FBI, open up! They only do that with playable characters. It's usually we'll have to see. Yeah, I mean, there's no way of knowing right now.
The classroom is not the battlefield. Lies
Yo,
and truth
FBI.
both have their weight here.
I seen stucks on a singular stucks on a singular character. Yeah.
I'm fortunate to witness the Twilight Courtyard's healing arts again. Though we fight side by side, we do not share the same goal. It's fine. There's no need to worry about death.
There's the guy who's dead.
You're better off believing in me than believing in prophecies.
Wow, what a take. There's no reason to worry about death. Man, coming from that guy. Oof. Got Fei Zhao greater than Anexa in AoE content. I think Fei Zhao is her turn count that you can get with her on a proper team. But Anexa is still strong regardless. Especially with that weakness application.
Use the spindle to connect everyone.
Alright, I already know what happens to the Trivias.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic.
Man, they gotta throw all this before what happens. X is good for general use. Yeah, exactly. He's also great with like the Herda. In fact, he's considered like the best erudition character to use with the Herda because you have to have a erudition character with her. Is that damage bonus, the weakness application, the follow-up attack that's quite powerful too. I use them with the Herda 100% times. Same. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I pull up the Herda, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm missing a character. Then it's like, oh, Anexa. First take Fei Zhao fall off started. I'm looking at this like, ref, please. He's spouting some silly stuff.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my
Damn. Herbios' mother's voice.
I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside. There's a noble girl there who's very smart.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate.
I know! She's Trivy!
Oh.
I named this doll after myself?
Oh.
I don't remember it all.
Man.
I used to sit here and listen to Mama tell stories.
Just because I know this update's like a couple months old. The light slips past the gate or whatever it's called. Yeah, as soon as that update came out, I saw there were already spoilers on YouTube, which made me really angry. I already know what happens, but I don't know about like all these voice lines. But man, it's just like
Chest, you can't lock me away.
this is so sad.
It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading?
Oops, no, skip. Let's put in auto. Oop, that sucks.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm like super behind on this.
This doll inside a chest. It's holding a sword. Why?
I can't say anything.
Many years later.
Nah, you can't. I've already seen spoilers for literally all the Amphoreus story, even the current story. I already know the major stuff that happens. Oh, dude, I'm just like you. Didn't even start the arc.
Amphoreus' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight.
You're not the only person I know that hasn't even started Amphoreus.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I binged from here to Heist in one sitting. Dang, how long did that take?
Where bulrushes
How many hours?
While another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's.
You don't want to know? Oh no. Oh, that doesn't make me confident.
Fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course.
And Akoni's arc was so long. I think one quest, if you didn't speed through the dialogue, was close to like 6 to 8 hours. That's almost 24 hours. Oh. Ammonia will do that. EP2. Oh. Oh, Insomnia.
You need to know both astronomy and geography.
How's it going, Carto Gaming? How are you doing?
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Ah, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Yeah, then when you realize what Aqua looks like and does.
My brain is already super duper smart. I'll still
I did a
try my
dum-dum move? Uh-oh, what did you do?
Circes also favors children who try their best.
I also have insomnia, I'm
They
still
will
up.
send a wise
Oh, that's
scholar
real.
as
Ooh.
everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
What time is it for you? For me, it's 12:34. I almost messed up my sleep completely. I swiped. Uh-oh. Who'd you swipe for?
But if you're
Phainon, Tribby.
you might need to tone down that hyper energy.
3:34 a.m. to 34 a.m. Damn.
Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great
Oh,
teacher.
yeah, it is super late.
Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Sparkle? Oh, I forgot about Sparkle.
Let's line them up.
Nice. Not nice that you swipe. That's always... Hopefully you don't have buyer's remorse, but still. Ooh. It's funny how Sparkle... People are like, oh, Sparkle's fallen off. Because of Phainon, but then... Or not Phainon, Sunday. But then now with Archer... And potentially other characters in the future... Sparkle has risen again. Sparkle will do that to you. Okay, we'll do a build review in a second. Let me... There's still more to do, okay. Just I'll stand right here. Predatory practice at its finest. Yeah, that's gacha games for you. Nithig Hoyo's not even the worst with that. There are gacha games that I have played that have made me aware of how bad gacha games can be. Mobile games in general. Ooh. First one's guaranteed 1, 3, 50, 50s. Nice! Sorry, I'm pulling up. I haven't got up, but... I have other windows up. Okay, there we go. It's a win for sure, but I still swiped. Oof. Okay. Oh, you E6 turn. Nice. Same here. Oh, you eat S5 her too. Okay. Oh my god. It's a win for sure, but I still swipe. Yeah, her E6 is actually insane. Because it gives an extra 20% of her crit damage to the whole team. I think it applies her, like, what is it? Cypher, that's the effect. To the whole team too. Her skill. 30%? No, oh, it's 30%. Oh, it's even more than I thought. So, yeah, E6 Sparkle's actually, like, built different. Not including all of our other idle ones that are actually kind of crazy too. Our E6 is just very rememberable because genuinely insane. I wish I could see what S5 looks like. I don't know what the stats are on it. Doing 200 DD on her skill. Jeez. Okay, so 264 crit damage. That is actually quite high for Sparkle. Let me see. And you're using Socrates, lived ordeal, which is good. Sorry, I have hiccups right now. Excuse me. S5 is 14 CR and 56 CD if I'm correct. Oh, okay. Here, let me look on Fribbles. If that's okay, because it won't give a rating. Because Harmony support characters don't get ratings on Fribbles. But I'm just curious what the contribute. Okay, I'll pretend I didn't see that. I'll pretend I didn't see that. Oh, okay, it doesn't list it here. Okay, let me just see if this is being calculated there. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. It is being calculated there. They're at 236. Okay. At S1, but then S5, it's 264. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay, let's go back to Enka. Okay, and you're at 161 speed, 162 speed. Wow, okay. HP, ER, good. Yeah, because you don't need quantum damage on her. And she's not doing damage. Crit damage means that. Okay, good. Let's see. He says 23. What's the highest speed roll you? 10.9. Wow, okay. Alright. You got HP on that piece too. We got effect res, which I guess is okay. Ever built for archer? Good. Yeah, that's actually crazy how much crit rate you... sorry, crit damage you get from the light cone. I'm at 238, but I'm S1. That's actually... wow, that's crazy. But your speed is insanely good. It's 162. You're under the 1 light cone gives a lot. Yeah, that actually kind of blows my mind. Yeah, well, this is obviously a very good sparkle. Definitely up there. As really the only two things you need to build on sparkle is crit damage and speed. And speed depends on what you're doing too, but Garbo stats. Yeah, it's a little lower on the crit. You could definitely have more crit damage there, and then you got 2 defense rolls in there too, which is yikes. Yeah, it's definitely the worst piece are the boots. But the rest of this looks really good, like this piece right here. Oh, there's no crit damage here. You could get more crit damage if you wanted to for different speed boots with CD. Dang. All of them rolled CD once. Jeez. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, the RNG, it hurts. Yeah, this looks like... yeah, this is a really good sparkle. There's definitely two pieces if you wanted more crit damage you could roll for, but obviously... actually, I take that back. This piece, because of the amount of speed... yeah, you wouldn't want to change this. Never mind. I changed my words about that piece. That piece is irreplaceable because that's a lot of speed. Yeah, just the boots. If you needed more crit damage, you could just work on the boots. But honestly, is it really worth a couple extra crit damage? Probably not. Yeah, and rolling into HP is not a bad thing either on her. Just means she's less likely to die. Yeah, that's nice. Boots are always cursed. I know, right? For Phainon, oh, you know what? I haven't checked my Phainon snap. I'll do that later. At the end. I had to spend like 30 minutes to an hour on stream just to get boots that had either speed or attack on them when Phainon came out. I think I used like 5 fuel just for boots. Because I couldn't get that set to have the right freaking boots. And even now, oh, that's the Venturi. Oops. These probably suck. Yeah, these suck. These are awful. Let's see. Okay, attack. Those I farmed later. HP. These 3 I remember I farmed on stream. These 4 I farmed off stream. I use my fuel to farm for a new DOT plan year. Oh, that's fair. I just realized Mem was in the new plan year set. What the heck?
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I'm skipping things. Do revival next patch. Oh, what's the DOT revival? Yeah, with what's her name?
Usually so bright.
The Fagosa
To you today.
demigod. I forget her name.
Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
I'd be curious to see how she works with Black Swan, Pistolins, yeah. And Kafta's rework is insanely good. That will be so good. Pistolins and Kafta, maybe throw in Black Swan. You know, the changes are pretty minor in Kafta. They just change how her skill worked and her ultimate a little bit. And I think some of the traces they changed too.
The dolls in the right spots. It will
You can actually work it all in games now. Yeah.
music.
I ended up using her in DU6.
Out of all your inventions, this
I was trying to do like a murmur build, but I was trying to see how much damage I could stack on Cypher, and I ended up just throwing on Kafta because Kafta ended up just destroying everything.
Eating beans is the sin of sins.
Hey yo, beans.
The biggest, worst, and ugliest crime. People eating beans will never transmigrate. They deserve nothing but eternal punishment.
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. Eating beans, including drinking coffee, so fine.
3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided Calamity's Gate.
Oh!
The world too unstirring.
Wait!
Hence wished endless laughter upon the living.
Oh, no. 3 carved the heavens and the earth, 3 wove the threads of fate, 3 molded life with their hands, 3 guided Calamity's Gate. Isn't that from one of the trailers for Amphoreus when that from the one... It's either the tribute one, the Myriad Celestial one for tribute, or maybe it was the one that had Aglaya as the VA. But it wasn't technically for Aglaya, just Amphoreus in general. I'm trying to remember. I know that's the description they use for the Titans, but still. World 200, hence endless laughter upon the living. Okay, that's different though. Okay, I just thought I had to pause that for some, like, wait a minute. They're not repeating something.
And love and intimacy.
Disappointed she didn't get more Eidolon buffs, so I understand she would be too strong for a DOT character. Yeah. Her ability to re-trigger all DOTs on a character, on an enemy is kinda... It's why they didn't rework her Eidolons enough.
All-knowing father of stature so tall.
Because that mechanic has been mostly just to her, and it's super broken. Especially with Black Swan, because that means you get Arcana to spread. And I'm sure it'll be broken with Hislin's too.
That flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
Oh my god, that is from the trailer too. That was from the Amphoreus trailer. For E4 and E6 untouched, which is doing enough damage, yeah. Oh god, what is happening?
As death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace.
And give her Yarrow both. I can't get a good one.
Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger.
The future.
What is the start? A voyage born in
Future. Future.
A spirit, lonely and subdued.
Oh, they're each holding a different thing. One's holding a sword, one's holding a shard, one's holding a loom. Or string. Looks friendly.
Subdued.
Oh. Man, this is another reason why I haven't done the story for this, not only because I was busy with my thesis, but man, I just feel bad for the Trivios. They're too innocent. And the dolls just make this worse. I don't give. Oh, I already read that. Also, to make it even worse, I can't. Let me go to. When you realize, okay, I'm trying to remember. This is Tribby. Then there's Trian and Trion. Is this Morrow of the Starshine? So that's one doll, and then this is the one of the Triviuses that dies. Wait, no, never mind. That's Tribby, because Trian has the ponytail, the weird ponytail. Oh, so that means that's the next doll. But then the Eidolon art has the other one. Man, I never remember their names. Which one's which? Oh my god, what the hell? I agree.
Of a holy maiden.
To be turned into dolls seems kind of messed up.
Only one person can.
Oh shit.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivians.
Time is running out.
I don't know. Oh god, the crying. So creepy.
My sweet girl. I will never leave you.
And now knowing that Amphoreus is a simulation, her voice, they made it sound like this intentionally, not to be creepy, but it's kind of like electronic too. So I don't know what's with tribute. Oh god. Oh no.
And that person alone will witness the miracle.
Isn't Aranova the... Oh.
Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide.
Maybe it's a good thing I'm doing this story now after knowing that Amphoreus is a simulation. Because that maybe shows how much thought they actually put into that. Maybe her memory is being like not good anymore is because it's a simulation, so there's like corruption in data in this cycle or something. I don't know.
Did you have a nightmare?
Aww.
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as—
Maggie! Cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we were framed
Oh yeah, that's right.
the power of the
Trian.
Century Gate again, there isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point.
I believe there's still—
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, and its trunk, and now we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame-chased—
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many—
but advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us.
It won't be long before I...
So,
What?
after all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry.
Entry hours dawn.
It's nearly the
Oh yeah,
entry
knowing
hour
what
now.
Cypher's done too.
Do you remember
The
when
lie that
Aggie?
kept Amphoreus
You were still a
intact.
little one, and we
Yeah,
had
that
you
kind of
secretly
changes like the
eating
whole
oatmeal late
context
at
of all
night.
the story before all that, which is kind of interesting. The
While my
simulation,
emotions might be
the
fading,
lie.
Those memories, please, let me do it.
It's fine. Leave it to
I guess I'm curious what happens to Phainon to turn him into the Castellana form. Because the animated short for Phainon apparently happens in game, so there's actually context in game. It's not like Castris where it just gives her backstory about Castris.
Nevertheless, that nightmare is
Or I guess the Black Swan
slipping away. Even the image of Mama.
and Acreon one was sort of relevant to the story too, because that was something that happened well, kind of in the Penacony story. And it gave context to why Black Swan stayed far away from Acreon. And why a lot of people were afraid of Acreon. Like Duke Inferno's children, except I guess he got killed off screen. But and then what was the other anime short? No Place Like Home. Heck yeah. I guess a flash, not relevant to the present story, but it gives context to Jingliu and Jingyuan. That was the first animated short they ever made for Star Realm, which I still absolutely love that short. The music and the voice acting and then the fight scene, so epic. That one is just, oh.
Just as expected. Another trip must be made into
Castris one's just depressing as hell. I've only watched it once because it was so depressing. The music's amazing in that one though too.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Up to story, what do you mean? Yeah. You know, just a story about people dying. Very uplifting.
Oh, it's you.
It's a great bedtime story.
Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours.
Exactly.
What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
Now you're getting.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true.
I did farm offline fuzzy on Tower. I just left it running while I was doing stuff today. I just sat at the second base, and so we have a lot of iron and a lot of
Unfortunately, I too
of the Power World
I can only tell
blue
you
substance.
that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a
I just got so sick of
sun,
mining iron
and a
AFK.
peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon.
I take it like that location. Yeah, that location I'll use in future playthroughs. It's too good.
I got it
No
from a sneak
raids,
attack.
all kinds of materials. It's perfect. That spot's actually amazing.
It is this thing. The one who torched Ides Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero.
Oh,
No one in Akuma stands a chance against
so
that
the
thing.
Flame Reaver in the cycle destroyed Ides Elysiae and killed Siren. We see that scene.
Not at first. But the god relented after
It's
having had a
lumber,
taste
coal,
of its
iron
power.
location that's non-raid.
Even
Great
with
stuff.
the god possessing
Exactly.
me, I couldn't fight against that blade.
It's also close
That
to some
incredible
predator enemies, which are like
doesn't seem
pals
to
that glow
grant
red. That's how you get the
type.
predator tokens, I guess.
Are you suggesting that
So it's like, it's literally like one of the
originates
most
from
perfect
beyond
spots on the map.
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Dying is bad. They shouldn't do that.
nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop
It
the
seems
pipe
small
dream,
to build the
Phainon.
skyscraper.
No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
Your presence will endanger the holy city and the flame chase.
Can't wait till Krogoya sees
You
them.
know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby.
Gonna be priceless.
I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
One more thing, he says. When you believe next place session will be. I will get back to you on that soon. Oh gosh.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering
Expect about just a
Grove.
yeah, maybe
Monster in the black cloak. So
unless Kaguya is working now, we'll see. It'll either be during the week or on the weekend. But like, maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
there are no bad guys
That
here.
works for you. We'll see.
Didn't you
I gotta
say
check with
everyone would
Kaguya
descend
because
to
I know
a
he's
day,
been
Trian?
interviewing,
Trian,
and if he has to work, then obviously it'd be better on not a day that he has to work the next day.
it's never coming back. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue.
I remember him mentioning about that. Yeah.
Feels
One place did like a background check, which means he probably got hired, or they're yeah, because they wouldn't spend the money to do a background check unless they're hiring you.
for the same thing, of course. Remember?
Because that costs
Tomorrow, we will
actually a lot of
reveal
money
the
to do a
prophecies
background check.
passed to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that
Well,
have been blurred by the
yeah, it depends on the job. Sometimes I do background checks with the interview, but it depends. I don't know.
Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour
Oh
tomorrow.
man, this quest, I've just been dreading it.
Trian remembers now.
They're too precious. I know what happens to them.
We had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan.
Saffron.
Saffron? Huh. It's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You
Small
think we shouldn't
kids.
go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that is experienced those days.
That's interesting. So Saffron's like red. Their hair's red. They're the
Added that to the porridge
they're
we
the
made
three
for her,
fates,
and she really loved
or the maiden of fate. How about the Trivios? I think carbohydrate.
It all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us.
Huh.
This could be a problem.
Ah,
After all,
good old
it was us who took the core flame
carbohydrate.
from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin.
Ah,
We will have to
I
give it
think
a
the
try.
water went to my nose.
Truly no other way.
They got him a VTuber, not a flesh tuber.
Probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Man,
Leave how to play cute.
Drinking with nose now.
In any case, let's look for
Well, that's what
saffron first.
turbohydrate is. It's
I hope there's still some left
a
in the
bunch of
temple
water
untouched
to
by Mikador's soldiers.
either choke on it or yeah.
Was preserved and sealed
It wasn't my
jars.
idea.
Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It had another name, but Twitch didn't like that. Starts with water, ends with something involving floorboards. It's like she'll drink water. It is certain. At least it's not like the movie Airplane where I just fling water behind me like that dude. If you've ever seen Airplane. God, their running animation's still really funny. Gotta go fast. He's on a mission. That running animation will literally never get old. It's too funny. Does Clara run like that? Or no. Hawao? Wait, no, Hawao is bigger than Ruby. That running animation. Let's see. No, Hawao runs normal. I guess it'd be Bailu? That's the only other child character. Clara and Hawao are a different category. In terms of model size, then changes the running animation. Let's see, Bailu. I think Bailu is the same animation.
Don't worry.
Yeah, she does. I remember because there's a quest where you have to chase Bailu, and she goes super fast. Which is also really funny, but yeah, it's the same animation. It just doesn't get old. It's just goofy looking. Does this guy run? Is he? He runs normal. Oh, I see. Okay. He runs normal too. Tiny running?
It's a dead end ahead.
Whoa.
Turn back, teacher.
Who's the teacher?
What? Aggie? No. It's an
Oh, I didn't get this chest over here. Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, I didn't get that chest up there either. I usually get all the chests when we go to the area.
This room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx?
No chest here.
Whispering about Treeby? Trinan?
I don't know. Amphoreus with its night and day stuff. I guess that's how I miss so many chests, because some of them are only present in certain. Also, you don't have to, but here to send me the lore on these three. Sure.
There's a whiff of safari in this room.
I could send you the Myriad Celestia video too. That sort of explains.
Over here, follow Trian.
Actually, it's actually a really cool video.
Slow down.
Just to give a really basic explanation, they're the Maiden of Fate, which Yanis is the god of fate, or passage, which represents fate, I guess. And when Tribios took the core flame of Yanis, she split into 1,000 versions of herself, and then after basically 1,000 years, only 3 remain, and they are called the Tribios because it was once Tribios. And for some reason, she turned into just literally a bunch of children. But then, so then these 3 represent like the 3 fates, basically. They're the last Tribioses. That's why they use the term we instead of I, because they're collective. They're collectively Tribios. They all feel the same emotions. Heck, Oh wow, yeah, it's kind of wacky, but they have different personalities. So like Kirby is the responsible one. Trian, oh shoot, I'm gonna mess up their names. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, she's a really cool character, and her Myriad Celestia video is really cool too, because he's the first demigod, but that's debatable because okay, so Trian's like the crazy one who does mischievous things. Tribby is like the responsible one. And then Trion, which is the blind one, is like the nice one. Who is more like shy. But I think she has like more like or like foresees the future or something like that because they represent the three fates. Dude, I'm trying to remember. No, not that. Is there lore in here? No, the lore is about her mother. Yeah, I'll send you the video and then I could send you their wiki page too because it has a lot of information about them. But yeah, the really cool character. But yeah, the video will tell you she's the first demigod. But in reality, it's kind of debatable because Cypher, for some reason, has been a demigod for over 1,000 years. Which is also debatable because the thing about Cypher is that if she believes a lie or if other people believe a lie, it becomes a reality. And so we don't actually know if she even took the core flame of Zagreus, which is the god of the titan of trickery. Pat. But if she believes that she's a demigod, then technically she could be the demigod of trickery, even if Zagreus's core flame still exists. Because as long as somebody believes the lie, it becomes reality. So that's why we don't actually know if Tribius was the first demigod or if Cypher was the first demigod. But we also don't really know if Cypher is actually a demigod. And I don't know, I haven't gotten that far in the story to know if we ever find that out. But I don't think we do, because I've read through the storyline for Cypher, because I've been working on an animation for Cypher. Oh no, potential paradox. How adorable.
Even if separation,
Yeah, Cypher and Tribby are like my favorite Amphoreus characters. Like, sure, Phaidon's really cool. He's just cool. He's also evil. Hyacinth's just kind of like, eh, for me. Set aside all the jokes about little ego. Hello, 3 Big Macs, please. But Tribby's story is so interesting, but also depressing. Castress, yeah, she's cool. And is an interesting character. Also very depressing backstory. But, eh. Doesn't compare to Cypher in my opinion. I guess Aglaya is one of my favorites too, because Aglaya is a very also interesting character. I just like her design though, mostly. She fits Amphoreus so perfectly with her design. It literally is like the embodiment of like a Greek goddess with this design. Like you could tell that's what they were going for. Plays kind of like the leadership role until Bane takes over, because Aglaya does get assassinated. Ash design's very nice. Aglaya reminds me of Roman times. Yeah, exactly. Chunky little flying thing. And then Anexa, I don't know how I feel about this guy. He's... Yeah, I haven't gone far enough in the story to learn more about him. Some call him a jester, but he's the professor. But then when you see this light cone art, it's kind of like, And I remember for one of the trailers, he talks about finding the knowledge to kill gods. He's discovered the secret, and then I guess he dies or something. Mighty, I don't know. Mighty's kind of like Achilles. He's immortal, except he has a weak spot, which you don't know until the Flame Reaver kills him. It's like, oh, okay. Like, he's a respectable character. Like, he's a cool dude. His backstory is pretty depressing too. His father threw him into the River of Souls, which you could see how this gets close to Achilles' story. A safe man. His design's definitely very Roman too, with the armor, which I really like for Star Rail. They really did a good job with the design, honestly. That armor looks so good. Yes, he learned to swim. I think those are all the playable Amphoreus characters. And then the Castress. Yeah. Cypher. Cypher's just adorable, but she's also a Giga Chad. With her lies. I don't know, I just love her interaction with Aglaya. That story is, it's just a nice touch. Aglaya is basically like the mother of Cypher, because Cypher's an orphan. And she obviously acts like a cat. Like, kind of hesitant, kind of mean to Aglaya, but then keeps on coming back to Aglaya to get her clothes repaired. And then Aglaya just does it for free, and then gives her boots. Like, when you grow up, these boots will give you super speed, which was Aglaya's way of testing if Cypher was a demigod of Zagreus, because she saw that Cypher was bleeding golden blood. Cat looking good, chat. That's not a cat. So yeah, they did a really good job with the character stories. This guy is the newest story, so I don't know much about him besides his animated short where he turns into a crazy dude. But his special form, It
appeared again.
Hold up, let's see. Does it show special form here? No, it doesn't. Shows it here though. Yeah, his Koslana form, which But there are other characters. There's Hysolid, Ceratus, which we'll learn about next update, and Cyrene, which is basically Alicia from Honkai Impact. See those girls going kind of funny for him. Yeah, but the trailer for I'll send this trailer soon. I'm gonna end soon. But it's so cool for Trivios. It wasn't what I was expecting. It made me like her character a lot more, because it's like, wow, so this is what the Trivios actually is. He's also a Giga Chad. For different reasons from Cypher. But it'll make sense. Mr. Welcome. For many years, Anaspopoulos has relied on the Rose of Miracle to rise to the boon of gods. We have spent 5 or 6 years now digging out the roots and cutting back its branches. Now the red tree is on the verge of collapse and now has long since ceased to serve its purpose. Yet, it still seeks to sprout its canopy and eclipse Anaspopoulos from glorious rays. We have a secret plan to fell this tree. We just have to wait for the ceremony to make a small move, and the rose myrtle will slip and fall into the abyss. Anaspopoulos is built on a mountainside, and there are more than a few cases of people who have lost their footing. As for the next sacred tree, we're planning on selecting another puppet. As for the rose myrtle's daughter, Trivius, we call her Saffron from now on. In my eyes, I think it'd be fine to find an excuse to off Saffron. Huh? However, Codex the Acolyte is extremely insistent on raising her to become the next sacred tree. She has undergone related education since she was a young girl, which would save a lot of work on her part. As for the identity of the daughter of the rose myrtle, she's still young and not grown wings. If we just keep her grounded, the power of the divine oracle will remain tightly in our grasp. We know the saffron's most outstanding properties that it can be cooked in many different ways. Put it in porridge, stewed, fried, no matter how you cook it, this plant will always be a delicacy. I hate the implications of this. When you realize, as for the rose myrtle's daughter, Trivios, we'll call her Saffron for now. And then they start talking about different ways of cooking saffron and yike.
Wait.
God.
Isn't that name? Never mind that for now. What could it be? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on. This isn't the right time to be playing games.
Saffron secret recipes? God, what the hell? Yeah, that's the other thing about Amphoreus. There's a lot of not nice people. Acrophobic bug? Why is it up here if it's acrophobic? Seems really dumb.
Separation and death, reconciliation.
Asterisk. This early in the story? Damn.
These visions also fragments of the past?
Still not dumber than R99. Eating beans is the sin of sins. The newest arc in R99 involves space. I almost want to stream that at some point.
We'll take a but what? It was right in the store. There's really nothing. I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right. Trian, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? We were just lost in our thoughts. What you saw was likely, Yanis' hair. We must have startled it away.
Yanis' hair?
Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet?
Honestly,
What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But
this voice actress is basically playing 4 different characters. Tribios. Maybe even Tribios' mother, I'm not sure. Then the Tribios. Which each of them have a different voice. Takes talk to yourself to hold their level. Yeah. There's a clip of her online. Because I think she streams. Where she switches between the different voices on the spot. Which is absolutely crazy. That is like a next level skill.
Is Orynyx really putting us through a trial?
Impressive. I'll have to find that clip. I'll put it in the server if I can find it. I don't know the name of it. That's
Still no luck
the
finding
problem.
any safari. I suppose we can do without it.
Form a
Tried
miracle.
to convince Orynyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
Forget that chest up there. Disengage. Or go back. I want to try the multiplayer mode, then I want to go into T really quick. But I want to end up 30. I won't continue the story. We're at a good stopping point. Let's do it off stream. I have time. Oh wait, but the chest isn't here. Oh, we can clear this though. Okay. Oh wait, that's not activated? What the heck? Oh, platform currently unavailable. That's fine. No! Ah! Curse you, Batman! I get this chest. It's gonna be a pain in the butt in the future trying to get it. Run back over here. I think we gotta go to the bridge. The bridge. Okay, now I know why I didn't know what to do about this. Oh. Because we can't select the bridge. That's why I didn't get that chest. Okay, I think I know what to do. I think we can run around. Oh, unless this is broken apart. This game. No, okay, that's okay. So we can run back around. No, but that's gone too. This time I gotta rotate this somewhere else. Maybe there's another one? There might be. Oh, there's another one. That's why. Disengage. That sucks. Yeah, now I know why. There's two others. We have to... Oh. Alright, I'll worry about this another time. That's gonna take too long to do for one chest. Not really worth it. Okay, we're gonna do an audience.
Look at this! So cool!
I wouldn't say that was cool.
Really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this?
No. The Black Tide. No. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good.
What's going on? Oryx disappeared.
No. Not long ago in Okima.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is...
This is the most plausible possibility. First, let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it
So it's plundering the flame. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't they be headed to Akama soon?
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, the first target is me. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power.
What about Thanatos and Aquila?
Oh, that's
The
foreshadowing.
whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery.
In that exact order, too.
Can you fly?
No, I can't.
Can that swordmaster fly?
Good point. But
if they had wings, I wouldn't have made it.
That's a relief.
Red Bull gives you wings.
With the distances between Akama, the Grove, and...
Oh, Dongong's not voiced. Trippy's missing. The last time through them were seen here. Abyss of Fate. Bum 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 bum. Oh no! I know what happens.
No response.
Okay, maybe I won't do DU. I want to try the event really quick. No! This is bad news. No!
We should leave this temple.
Listen to Trion.
There's other people in it.
Listen to her.
What?
Get out.
Listen. Footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way.
No!
Come on. We need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us.
Phainon, come check this out.
That's gonna be a black place of oh yeah, what a surprise.
Trian feels like...
Oh.
Treeby? See you tomorrow.
Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Sometime later in the Abyss of Fate.
Where? Little Gray?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we...
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
That's Hyacinth's voice. Damn.
What about the black-robed sword man?
Blast it. Of course if we were
I haven't heard her English VA.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine
I hear the meow.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed sword. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings. I'll tell you the details as we move.
Lord Phainon!
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation. Phainon, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you...
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison.
True.
I have indeed planned to return to...
Alright, yeah, I don't have time for DU. I'll just
Thank you,
test it
everyone.
next week. Or test it off stream. Alright, I'm gonna leave this story so I won't continue. Gotta go to bed because I gotta wake up early. No!
You should have come to me first, Phainon.
Fine. No, not Phainon. Fine.
It's beyond my imagination that the only 2 titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. Phainon, tell us your plan.
Times of the essence. That's almost the pun right there.
This being is not just hunting titans.
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide
It's
has
noisy.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame.
Another reason why I don't do story on stream.
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky, she is the key.
Can we pass it off as a core flame?
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see.
Oh, Mem's voice is different
battlefield you
in
mentioned.
English.
Is it Castrum Crimnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion. That will be the key to our victory. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power
Orynyx
belongs to
died?
Makima. Once we take back the core flame,
Orynyx was the only Titan that remained staying. And Orynyx helps the Trailblazer in the previous plot with Amphoreus, previous Trailblaze mission. Now they're gone because the Flame Reaver.
Can you do it, little one? Such enthusiasm. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treby went missing. Kindness and her following.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her but that's a problem for another day. Phainon, it is my...
Of course.
I apologize for tasking. The situation brooks no delay, and we are grateful to you for your aid. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us...
Like we're missing someone. Uh-oh.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Alright. No! Vortex of Genesis Okima. No!
Farewell, my dear friend.
Devastation.
You and I, we're both the same. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more.
Oh, he took the core flame of strife finally.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. You can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your up.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Euclides.
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller.
Oh, that's the guy in the forge. The really big giant.
Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond them.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, the Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain.
Yikes.
And then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people.
But...
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with...
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate, but he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes...
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a
solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, he took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones, traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding
That's still
the
pretty bad.
forcing his people to
you know,
flee the mountain.
causing mass forest
great
fires.
fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also, but that is Geocles for you. It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back.
Oh, there we go.
The
He
Thoracic
tells the weak spot.
That's my weak spot.
And thoracic vertebrae. That seems like a bad spot to be weak. Somebody could just stab a sword through your stomach into your spine and then boom, you're dead. So much for being immortal. I thought it'd be like
Go now. The battlefield calls.
not a vertebrae.
Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky.
Pop. There goes the candy.
Loudly call out the name of the new god.
The man really exposed his secret, his weak spot. Not even his Achilles heel. That would have been more obscure than a vertebrae.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of rocket. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just...
Okay. Time to leave.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh my god. Is that another thing? I might as well use these polls while on stream. Probably nothing. Alright, and the last one. I should probably save it for what's her face. Yeah, actually I should I'm gonna save these actually. Oh, Yukong. Alright. Actually, I'll save those. I forgot because the collab character. One thing before I go to bed, this should take like 2 minutes. Watch it be like a 10-minute battle. I'd actually hate myself. Just because it's in the stream title, I should check out this event. Also, because I just want to know how annoying this event is. Imagine sleeping. Alright, alright, you know what? I'm gonna set a timer. If this takes more than 3 minutes, I'm just gonna end the stream and close Star Rail. Or no, 4 minutes. 3 minute. 3 minute timer. Alright. It's gonna be an actual time. Alright, 30 minutes. Origami bird, yeah. I like her outfit. That's not an outfit I've seen on an NPC before. Oh, she's IPC, that's why. Ugh. Let's go, I'm pumped. Time to play Origami Bird Clash. Or skip tutorial. As expected. Oh no, I didn't want to skip tutorial. Let's do it. Alright, we don't need a timer because how I turn. Duel where both sides take turns acting on the same board. Oh. Well, that's kind of scary. Extra move. Extra move. And this is a triple decker. Oh, combo. Ew. Opponent's turn. Uh-oh. What are they gonna do? Extra move. Ally's turn. Oh no, we get battle item. What are these two? A square bomb. Oh, fancy. Use another square bomb. It's like right here. Opponent's turn. He also has bomb. Okay, now I'm actually getting afraid. Two fruit bomb combo. Extra move, swapping to 2 bombs. Oh, that gives an extra move. Whoa. Okay, suddenly I'm less afraid. Extra turn? Nope, nope. Why did I do that? Oh, there we go. They might win. I think, you know, I'm 4 times their score, but they might win. Imagine if I lost in the tutorial. I should have done. I should have intentionally lost. Just chose all of, like, the wrong things to do. I wonder what would happen if you lose in the tutorial. The Jade Bird. Come on, boss. Dreamweaver. Oh, that's a Honkai Impact reference. Losing tutorial creates emotional damage. Or breaks a game. Depends on the game. My favorite is the... Oh, Chinchoe and Penacony? Let's game it out on some, like, really crappy, like, low quality, like, simulator games. Sometimes he doesn't even finish the tutorial, he just breaks the game before finishing the tutorial. And then the game just stops working. Yeah, don't force me to challenge. No, 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 no. Master of Breakage. In fact, I hope he uploads a video this weekend, because it seems like he uploads on weekends. Sometime. Who knows? Alright. I have the car sleeping as my profile. Cypher's sweet slumber. Just like what I'm gonna do now. Alright, well, have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching, I suppose. Hopefully Power World in a couple days. Nice. Oh, some idle sound effect. Time for bed, indeed. Alright, have a good one. Wiki pages. Oh yeah, I'll send that to you in a second. Give me a few minutes. Alright.